always wins. What is up, guys? Gamer the Video Game Scientist, the VG Bootcamp here, and today we're going to talk about Donkey Kong's 6.0.0 buffs. I was actually really surprised at all these buffs because although Donkey Kong is not a top tier, he's a good character. He got increased knockback on his forward tilt, a damage and hitbox buff on his neutral air, a faster charge and more knockback on his giant punch, earlier armor on his grounded spinning Kong, increased knockback on the last hit of his spinning Kong, they made it so it's harder to fall out of his grounded spinning Kong, and a faster and overall quicker grounded hand slap. For this video we're going to focus on his grounded spinning Kong and his new grounded hand slap. The armor on his grounded spinning Kong used to start on frame 8, it now starts on frame 5. That might not seem like a big buff, but certain shield traps don't work on him anymore. On top of that, his increased knockback on his grounded spinning Kong allows for way earlier kills and way better ledge traps. Like, look at this. Alright, now for the main subject of this video, grounded hand slap. I do not know what they were thinking with this one. The move is quite simple. You tap down P, he does 2 slaps. You keep tapping, and he'll do more slaps and variations of 2. But for this video, we're going to focus on just the tap version, where he goes boop boop, just does 2 slaps. It went from 15 frames of startup to 12 frames of startup, and went from 31 frames of cooldown to 23 frames of cooldown, giving it an overall 46 total frames. This is so quick, it is now a more viable neutral option to throw out to catch people dashing around. I mean, the hitbox is just huge, look at it. That 8 frames of less cooldown allows for an aerial trap at mid percents now. If you hit the first slap, just go for an up air or back air and force that double jump or air dodge. Before, fast aerials could beat this option out. If they neutral air dodge, you can do a quick punish. If they directional air dodge, you can absolutely destroy them. So, most likely this now forces a double jump. Also, if you hit the second hit, you can now combo into up air or back air. The timing is tight and DI does play a role, but if you're a little off, you should at least force an air dodge or a double jump, like we said before, which is still very good for Donkey Kong. This is also very good at the ledge for a ledge trap. You can just react with down B and hit with the first hit to cover regular get up attack, and ledge roll, and force that air dodge double jump scenario we talked about before. Or you can guess a little bit and do the hand slap earlier, and if you time it right, you still cover those 3 options, but you hit with the second hit. Gives you enough time to hit that combo we talked about before, and it can kill pretty early if done right. Now, this move is also very interesting on shield. There's only a 2 frame window between the first and second hit. So if they try to jump, roll in, or roll out, they will get hit by the second hit, which leads to that combo we talked about. But also, if they try to parry, it just doesn't work. There's a small enough gap that the parry just doesn't come out. You can spot dodge, but that's easier said than done to react to in the middle of neutral. But if you do, it's only -2 and -9 on spot dodge cancel, which isn't very good, because this move knocks you so far back that it's hard to punish. And also remember, DK can mash down B, so if he does 2 in a row instead of just 1, and they try to spot dodge cancel between the first and second hit of the first one, the second hand slap will hit the opponent. And if they just hold their shield, the third hit will break it, because this move does a ton of shield damage. But we'll get back to that in a second. So let's just say you do the down B and they block both hits. DK is now -15 on shield. This is virtually unpunishable for a couple reasons. First of all, if they release their shield, they're only +4 now, which means they can't dash grab and they can't dash attack. And remember, if they block both hits, they're pretty far back, even if DK poorly spaces it. So only quick and disjointed aerials can punish it. but if he spaces it right, nothing can punish it. And remember, this move turns shields to Skittles, so a forward tilt after it will break their shield. This means after blocking both hits, they have to perform some sort of action, because if they shield too long, it's gonna break. And most people are gonna be scared of that. So they'll do something telegraphed, and if you scare them into thinking you're gonna punish that telegraphed thing that you read, they will shield, and you can break it. But even if they don't, they know they can't shield, so they're in a bad position to get hit by you. Funny thing is, if you just do spinning Kong after it, 99% of players won't know how to deal with it because they can't shield it. This shield damage is especially scary when they're on the ledge. If you go for that ledge trap I mentioned earlier but mess up and they block both hits, they're in a scary situation. Punish hard with an attack, or scare them into shielding afterwards and break it for a super early kill. Don't forget, although this move is amazing, it cannot hit aerial opponents. So if they jump after shielding it, you're gonna have to come up with some sort of way to punish it if you read it hard. And when ledge trapping, if they do a ledge jump, this just won't connect and you can be punished for it. This character is just so good now, and I'm really excited to see how all the good Donkey Kong players start using them. That's the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, consider giving it a like. If you really liked it, consider subscribing. And if you really, really like it, consider turning on those notifications. I only try to put out really good content, and I hope it shows. Anyways, I'm busy. I got stuff to do, so it's back to the lab with me. I'll see you guys next time.
Uh-oh, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again. Not again. Back to the lab again. Uh-oh, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again. Not again. Back to the lab again.